Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for Money and Markets here with your weekly marijuana market update. Today, I'm going to share with you the highest rated stock in my Cannabis Power Rating system and revisit some comments from last week's video on cannabis-infused beverages. Now, before I do that, I want to remind you that if you have a comment or maybe a question about a cannabis stock or the broader market, you can email me. The email address you can reach me at is feedback@moneyandmarkets.com. We'll flash that right down below. And if we use your question in an upcoming video, you'll get some very cool Money and Markets gear for free, like hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, all sorts of great stuff. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and get notified each and every time we post up a new video. We post up videos almost every day of the week. So you want to make sure you are checking back often to see our insights on YouTube. I'd also encourage you to check out moneyandmarkets.com. On our website, you can search our proprietary stock power rating system and get ratings of thousands of stocks. You'll see a breakdown of fundamental and technical ratings that make up the overall stock rating of thousands of stocks that we rate. Just go to moneymarkets.com, and in the top right-hand corner of that homepage, you'll be able to type in any ticker or company name in the search bar, and you'll be able to pull up the stock ranking, stock chart, fundamental data, and any analysis that we publish all at your fingertips, and you can do it all for free, in addition to building your own watch list and tracking stock performance and all that great stuff. It's all at moneyandmarkets.com. Now, on with today's update. My Cannabis Power Rating system is derived from Chief Investment Strategist Adam Odell's proprietary stock power rating system, which, again, you can find on our website at moneyandmarkets.com. I augmented it slightly, so because rating cannabis stocks just on two metrics. We use 6 in our stock power rating system. I only use 2 in the Cannabis Power Rating system, and those 2 are momentum and value. Now, momentum is important because we like to find stocks that are already in an uptrend. It kind of tails into our buy high, sell higher philosophy. I chose value because out of the 3 fundamental metrics, which are value, quality, and growth, value is the most relatable to cannabis stocks. Growth doesn't really work as most cannabis companies are struggling to find broad revenue growth at this point. And quality is discounted because returns on assets, equity, and investment are all notoriously low currently in the cannabis market. Plus, the system only rates cannabis stocks against themselves. It's not really fair to compare a company like Apple with like Grow Generation Corporation or someone like that. Now, today I'm going to share with you my highest rated cannabis stock this week. It's one you may be familiar with if you remember my cannabis watch list. Schweitzer-Mauduit International Inc. trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SWM. Is a Georgia-based company that made its name by manufacturing and distributing rolling papers for the tobacco industry. So basically, if you roll your own cigarettes, you're probably very familiar with some of Schweitzer-Mauduit's products. They've since expanded by offering papers for cannabis, and this includes low ignition paper that extinguishes itself when it hasn't been actively smoked. Basically, it's not hard to light, and it puts itself out if you set it down and you don't smoke it for a while. So it kind of reduces that fire hazard of leaving a lit rolled cigarette or a lit rolled cannabis product on the side without actually using it. Now, the market size for rolling papers is a bit bigger than you might expect. Future Market Insights Global, which is a market data firm, projects that global rolling papers market is valued at around $679 million in 2022. So it's not huge, but it is a good size. The market is expected to blossom to $1.1 billion in 10 years. That's with a compound annual growth rate of 5.1%. So we can see that rolling papers, the market for rolling papers is robust and is poised for additional growth in the coming years. SWM is one of the world's leading producers of rolling papers for both tobacco and cannabis. Its revenue growth trajectory is strong, especially when you look at it in the coming years. The company saw a very slight dip in annual revenue from 2018 to 2019, but that rebounded strongly in 2020. By 2021, the company registered $1.4 billion in total annual revenue, which is a 34% increase from the year before. This year, expectations are for SWM to record $1.62 billion in total annual revenue, and by 2023, that figure will reach $1.64 billion. That all told is a 52% jump from 2020. It's very strong growth potential in what would be considered a kind of a limited market. Now, as I said in the open, SWM is the highest rated cannabis stock on my Cannabis Power Rating system. The company rates a 99 overall with a 93 on momentum, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second, but it also scores a 76 on value. It's trading with a price to earnings ratio of about 13.29 compared to the industry average of 20.12. SWM's price to sales ratio is 5 times lower than its peer average, while its price to book value is more than half of its peers. So that makes it a significantly better value than other stocks in the similar industry. Now, even though I don't use growth or quality, SWM does do very well on both of those metrics. In the first quarter of 2022, the company grew its sales by 41% over the previous quarter, and it has a one-year annual sales growth rate of 33.8%. On quality, SWM's returns on assets, equity, and investment are all positive compared to its peers, which are averaging in the negative. SWM also has an operating margin of about 5.4% compared to its peer average of negative 12.2%. Now, about its momentum. SWM hit a 52-week low of about $24.76 per share in April. Since touching that low, the stock has climbed 15.7% to where it is this week. So remember, we've had some market turmoil, but SWM has shown a nice move upwards in what is an otherwise volatile market. It recently crossed above its 50-day simple moving average, which is considered a potential bullish sign for the stock, and continues to show signs of crossing in on its resistance point, which is about $30.25 per share. So I think it's, I was bullish on SWM when I put it on my cannabis watch list back in September of 2020, and I remain bullish on it now. At one point, Schweitzer-Mauduit was up more than 50% from when I recommended it, and I think it's going to reach that same mark in the future. Now, I want to revisit our update from last week. Last week's update, I talked about cannabis-infused beverages and drew some comments from some viewers about different investment potentials in the industry. Now, I discussed New Age, which is NBEV, but Just Chilling Outside, which I love the screen name on YouTube, said Tinley's Beverages Company has the largest manufacturing facility in California for cannabis-infused beverages. Now, for reference, Tinley, which trades over the counter and its ticker symbol is TNYBF, just collaborated with Vertosa and Calexo on a new line of cannabis-infused sparkling waters that contain about 5 milligrams of THC per 12-ounce can. The watercolors line, which is what it's called, is available in 4-pack units in California. And California is about the only place I could see that it's offered. It's not offered anywhere else that I could find. Now, Tim also added Kona Gold is the best play for CBD and drinks, and they're already in Walmart with sparkling lemonade drinks. Now, Florida-based Kona Gold Beverage Incorporated also trades over the counter. Its ticker symbol is KGKG. Just posted its highest month for revenue in May. The company reported gross revenue of about $480,000, with most of that revenue coming from the sale of its Gold Leaf products. Gold Leaf distributes high alkaline waters, kids drinks, energy drinks, and hemp and CBD products in Florida and South Carolina. So again, I don't disagree with either Just Chilling Outside or Tim. With Kona Gold, revenue is still a little low, and they're really leaning heavily into things that are outside hemp and CBD infused beverages. And Tinley's, while it may be the largest manufacturing facility in California, it's really only serving California right now, so it doesn't really have that broad base. Whereas NBEV is selling the Bob Marley line, and I believe those are available across the U.S. So it tends to have a little bit better, a larger market to play with as opposed to Tinley's and Kona. Not that I don't disagree that Kona and Tinley's are strong potentials in cannabis-infused beverages. So for the record, right now, NBEV is trading relatively flat since I discussed the stock last week. Up only about 0.1, 0.2% right now. It is up, but not by a whole lot. That's all for me this week. Again, if you do have a question about a cannabis stock or the market, you can email me. Just email me at feedback@moneyandmarkets.com. Put that email address right down below, or you can comment here on our YouTube channel. If you send us a question and we use it in an upcoming video, you're going to get some free Money and Markets gear like t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, all sorts of great stuff. So send those questions in either through YouTube or through our email address, feedback@moneyandmarkets.com. Don't forget about all the great content we have here on YouTube. It is the best investment insight and is all yours for free right here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Twitter. I give you insights not just into the cannabis market, but also into the broader market, sports, all sorts of other things. You can find me on Twitter at @InvestWithMattC. That's InvestWithMattC on Twitter. Thank you to everyone who watches our videos. We do it because we want to bring you the best insights into not just cannabis, but into investing in the economy and help you grow your portfolio. And we want to do that and give you all that information right here on YouTube. Also, check out moneyandmarkets.com each and every day. We post up content to provide safe, sound, smart, simple, profitable investment information for you. I'm Matt Clark, research analyst for Money and Markets and your host of the Marijuana Market Update. Until next time, everyone, safe trading.